And a one, and a two, and a 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Oh, 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 baby.
Well, Bo. Welcome to All the Wrestling Show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest tapings of Representing the WWE. And live from the Key Bank Center from Buffalo, New York, it's Monday Night Raw. Air date, July the 10th. 2023. This episode is, of course, the road to a SummerSlam. Gonna be a scorcher. Okay, but before we dive into the show, a quick shout out to the Anon competitors. That's right, they are the glue that holds the building together. First and foremost, representing the authority figure. He is Adam Pearce. Next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, they are the team of Jackie Redmond and Byron Saxton. And of course, heading into the ring with the announcer, letting everybody know who's about to fight and the results of such matches. We have Samantha Irving. And last, but certainly not least, we got ourselves the commentary crew, the play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I even call them the narrators of the whole damn show. They're a team of my personal favorite, and he is the very reliable and mustachioed Corey Graves. And backing up Corey Graves, we've now Corey Graves calls him KP, but we all know him as the very enthusiastic Kevin Patrick. Now, without any further ado, it's time to start the show with a little interlude.
The wrestling show, oh, oh, baby.
So, it's a big show tonight on Raw. It is, after all, the road to WrestleMania, road to SummerSlam, I should say. Road to SummerSlam and the aftermath of, that's right, Money in the Bank. Now, some people have sour grapes over what happened at Money in the Bank, and one of these people is the leader, or at least the so-called leader of the Judgement Day. It's Finn Balor in the ring right now. And he wants to talk about what happened at Money in the Bank and his match against Seth Freakin'Rollins, the architect. You know, and basically Seth Rollins got a victory, retaining his championship title. And blaming this, the loss, he's blaming it on Judgment Day's, Damien Priest. Because Damien Priest was ringside, he thought, oh, you're going to take my title. Very upset. Now, while he's talking like this, we got two members of the Judgment Day coming to the ringside. It is Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. And Rhea Ripley's not happy at all. She's a very upset mommy. And you can tell with this who exactly is in charge of the, Judgment Day. And it's not Finn Balor, it's Rhea Ripley saying, oh, Finn, you want to talk about what happened with the Judgment Day? You take it back then, backstage with us. You don't talk about that with everybody here. This my Australian accent, it goes in and out and like that with me Rhea Ripley accent. Anyways, so yeah, it's basically, you want to talk about this, don't talk about other people. You got to beef with what's happening with the group, you talk with the group. So Finn Balor was going to talk some more, but Rhea Ripley got into the ring there and stopped him from talking by grabbing that microphone. Grab that mic! So she grabs the mic. You don't need this anymore. You don't need this microphone anymore. I'll take this mic from you. Anyways, yeah. So Finn Balor, getting in line like an obedient soldier. He goes back to stage. He goes backstage because, yeah, He's got nothing else to say here. He's been put in place. And that's when Rhea Ripley starts taking over. He tells the fans exactly what's going on with Raw. Who runs Raw? Judgment Day runs Raw. And actually, last week, Dominic Mysterio had an opportunity to get like a number one contendership from Seth Rollins from beating him. But this turned out to be a disqualification match. So if this is going to be some revenge, can Dominic Mysterio fulfill the promise of beating up some Seth Rollins? And then with that in cue, Seth Rollins goes down to the ring there. So don't say my name, I was just eating some chicken wings. Some buffalo chicken wings. With a mouthful of buffalo chicken wings, spitting out wings as he talks. Basically, he's going to take Dominic to task. You know, he's going to kick some Dominic ass, some dirty Dom's ass, basically, tonight. So it's going to be big. And he munches down some more chicken wings. So next up, we go backstage, and it's Rhea Ripley again, getting the house in order. Talking to Damien Priest. Now, Damien, I got to say this. You got to talk to Finn Balor one more time. Get this all straightened out for the sake of Judgment Day. It's true. I promise you that. Promise you that much then. Get ready to go. Jibbity Jims. That's right. That's exactly what she said. It's true. So anyways, you know, if it was anybody else, but Rhea Ripley, I'll do it for you. Talk to Finn Balor one more time. So yeah, Judgment Day still good to go. So now with that, we go to the ring with their very first match. Now this is nothing but good intentions. Now this is a tag team match. It is the put together team. They've been tag team a very, very, very short period of time, but it's Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre. Now Drew McIntyre is back officially with his first match back. So I guess that's why it's a tag team, you know. So he's fighting there. So versus the Imperium's Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, along with Gunther, along by their side. Now this one here. Now we all know when it comes to tag team matches, there's no one better and more efficient than the Imperium tag ropes all the time. But however, thanks to, Drew McIntyre, he doesn't care. Tag ropes, schmag ropes, whatever. He does what he wants to do. You know, tag ropes be damned. And the referee's like, whatever. I don't care about it. I'm not going to warn you. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say, tag! It's good to go. So that actually happened a couple of times, Drew McIntyre. But it was a lot of back and forth. The referee had some time in the match there. The wrestlers have to tell him when to turn their back. Because it's Ludwig Kaiser in the ring there, getting punched in the face a bit. He backs up a bit and he calls the ref over. While this happens, we got Giovanni Vinci with the basement dropkick, a drive-by dropkick to Matt Riddle. Now eventually, we got a nice tangent move with the Imperium, whereas it's the man toss, they call it the man toss, where Ludwig Kaiser gets a man, meaning Matt Riddle, tosses him onto his partner Giovanni Vinci, who catches him into a suplex position, and then proceeds to stall suplex the hell out of Matt Riddle, one time only. Now, Imperium decided maybe it's time to end the match by going for the Imperial Bomb, and of course, Giovanni Vinci goes for the power bomb. Ludwig Kaiser goes for the uppercut, but before the power bomb can be done, it's Matt Riddle back body drop, throws Giovanni for a loop, and then it's Ludwig Kaiser jumps off the ropes, lands right in front of Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle then gives him a flash knee strike to the face, baby, and then gets the tag out for a hot tag to Drew McIntyre again. At least he's standing in the right spot, at least. Drew McIntyre comes in and destroys Giovanni Vinci. Throws him around, just smashes him, and then power bombs the shit out of him. Now, and then Ludwig Kaiser, he jumps onto the ropes there. He hadn't had enough, and he gets thrown into the ring. And then this is where Ludwig Kaiser gets the referee's attention for a little bit. Oh, referee over here! The referee turns his back on the action. Then Ludwig Kaiser, or should I say Gunther, decides to take over. He grabs, McIntyre's foot, McIntyre was about to go for a massive, Claymore kick on Giovanni Vinci's face. He pulls out, Drew McIntyre from the ring. But however, it's Matt Riddle got his back. He jumps off with a second from the steel steps with a massive flash knee to the face. A flash knee to the face to the Gunther. Gunther's out. And inside the ring, it's Drew McIntyre finishing off his work against Giovanni Vinci with the massive Claymore kick. Oh, wappo! Like I say, this one's about 11 minutes in length. This was a barn burner, a lot of fun, a lot of good stuff. And of course, while Drew McIntyre was going for the pin, Ludwig Kaiser tried to get cheeky, try to break it up, but it is, Matt Riddle coming in there, stopping it, grabbing him on his foot, and with a massive ankle lock at the same time with the pin. Mm-hmm. A double to tap and a pin. Tap, tap, tap of the ankle lock and a tap of the 1, 2, 3 count. Mm-hmm. It's true. It happened that way. Now backstage, we got ourselves the Judgment Day trying to get on the same page. Damien Priest assuring, Finn Balor that, hey, there's no way I would have cashed in this Money in the Bank against you. There's no way that would have happened. And Finn's like, I want Seth Rollins now then. I want 4 Steves at Seth Rollins. Finn are going to get him. And, Damien Priest's like, oh yeah, no problem. I don't have no problem with that. You can take Seth Rollins, whatever. But here's the thing, whether I have totally faith in you, but whether you win or lose, that belt's coming home with the Judgment Day, thanks to the briefcase. So yeah, so there's a chance. That's hilarious. So Finn Balor soaks that in a little bit. It's like, wait a second, what did you say? What did you say? Well, what are you trying to say? Anyways, next moving on. We got ourselves a little bit of a, exposition dump. SmackDown. What's happening in SmackDown? The Bloodline. Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa. Paul Heyman. Jey Uso. Jimmy Uso. So yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be, what's that? Jey Uso. It's going to be... So, yep. So Jey Uso with the challenge to the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. Perhaps to get, the belt. Who knows? But that's for SmackDown. Okay, next up, we go back to Monday Night Raw. It's with the, a little bit of the Jackie, Redmond interviewing the tag team champions of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Basically, it's this. Who's next for you guys? Who's next for you two blokes? For you two blokies? And I know this. The tag team division in general in the WWE is rubbish. Women's tag team division is even worse. But the tag team division is pretty tough. So right now, no one's really challenging. No one's really going for the belts right now. It's just a bunch of people in the mid-card doing whatever. Nonsense. So, but however... Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have been keeping busy with nonsense matches of their own, like 6-man tags and whatnot. Will that happen again? Who knows? But while they're talking to Jackie here, we got a little bit of the Judgment Day. And that's Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. And basically it's, any irradiation of the Judgment Day can beat you. Any version of the Judgment Day can beat you in a tag team match, hands down. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, so it said, look out for the Judgment Day. And then Kevin's like, what's going on here? Does everybody just come in there without announcing themselves? Is this the way it's going to go? So that was pretty funny. So anyways, yeah, it's like, but this is Dominic Mysterio. His match is coming up next. So this Rhea Ripley's just, getting up there, getting trying to rent some space inside there. I don't know. So now, next match is supposed to be the Judgment Day's Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Freakin'Rollins, Part 2. Although Part 1 never really ended properly. It ended in a disqualification match. Disqualification because Damien Priest came in there and beat up some, Seth Rollins. Now this time here, it's the Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio goes to the ring first. Then Seth Rollins goes to the ring next. and he's distracted by the sexual attraction of Rhea Ripley, the sexual energy that she releases from her. So Seth Rollins like, oh, hey there, Rhea, whoa, hey, whoa, hey. And while he's doing that, he gets attacked from behind by Dominic Mysterio, attacked with a shimmer to the forehead, back of the head, not the forehead, the back head. So back of the neck, and then Dominic Mysterio runs for his life, runs like a coward in the night, runs through the crowd while Seth Rollins gives chase. Where you going? Where you going there, sucker? So anyways, Dominic Mysterio finds himself running back towards the ring. Heads into the ring there, but however, this is not a wrestling match. It's a trap. Finn Balor attacks, Finn Balor attacks, and then next note, we got ourselves, Damien Priest attacking Seth Rollins too. And it's a big old attack fest on Seth Rollins getting attacked to death. And then for a second, you thought it was going to be over for Seth Rollins. We got ourselves a little bit of help, little saviors coming in. And it's in the form of your tag team champions of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Run to the ring, run to the savior to save Seth Rollins' behind or his hiney. And they do. The Imperium is, they take the ring. Imperium takes a powder. They take a run. They get beaten up. But however, now instead of a one-on-one match, Seth Rollins versus Dominic Mysterio, we got ourselves a 6-man tag. So yeah, all the champions are going at it. That's right, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, they haven't had a championship match in a while. All the three of them. But they have matches. Nothing that's important. So they're fighting. They're going to have a 6-man tag against Judgment Day. Judgment Day. Finn Balor, Damien Priest, and Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio. And I bet Rhea Ripley will be at their side. But as of now, we got ourselves a big moment in that ring. It is a wait for the Ricochet. Ricochet with a very rare, very bloody rare, looking great though, however. His swag looking good. But, Ricochet, very rarely do we ever see Ricochet grab a microphone and cut a promo. And, well, Ricochet, when it comes down to ring performance, he is number one. He is a top-tier competitor, hands down, no questions asked. But as for his mic skills, they could be better. He's talking about Logan Paul, and they had a big match at Money in the Bank. They had this terrible spot, Spanish Fly, a really sloppy Spanish Fly. Logan Paul, they both pretty much landed on their heads. So basically, he's calling out Logan Paul for calling him out on his podcast for being unprofessional. Logan Paul comes out to the ring there. And Logan Paul, my God, Logan Paul's on fire. Logan Paul, he killed it on the mic. He just killed it on the mic and killed, Ricochet on the mic too. Just tore him apart. Logan Paul, he usually talks about himself and his caffeinated drink. But this time he really put Ricochet through the ringer. He talked about what happened on his podcast. He talked about, he not only called him a unprofessional, but sloppy. A sloppy guy. But and talk about going viral moments, going viral. Who needs to go viral? Why, Logan Paul says, I don't need to go viral. I'm already a WWE superstar with knockout power, baby. Pa! But instead of trying to out-talk Logan Paul, Ricochet puts action into motion. And then Ricochet runs at Logan Paul and then does a full front flip over top of the ropes. Then from outside the ring, landing right in front of Logan Paul. Oh, big showcase of athleticism. Beautiful spot. Logan Paul wouldn't have any of it, and he wants to attack Ricochet. He tries to attack there. Ricochet gets the best of Logan Paul with the massive sliced bread. Just Ricochet off the apron, knocking out Logan Paul. Big match here. Big match. Now, here we go. So that's going to be big. I bet it's going to be a SummerSlam. This is where Logan Paul shines, SummerSlam, WrestleMania. Those are his moments. I guess he needed the, Money in the Bank to set up his big match. So, yeah. So that's Logan Paul's rare appearance. So, anyways, regardless of my complaining and a bitching and a moaning, we move on to our next match. Is women's division, and it is former women's champion. She is the mom or the man, Becky Lynch, versus an upstart, one of the true, I guess I'd say a lot of potential in this girl, huge potential. Formerly of the NXT, Zoey Stark, and she's with her mentor, Trish Stratus. Now the two of them can go far. You know, Trish Stratus can push her to the next level. Zoey Stark, she's a great competitor. She's got great athleticism, and you know what? She's fearless in the ring, which makes a deadly combo of, you know, future star here. Becky Lynch, she's got great intentions. She's got a lot of hustle. Becky Lynch has got a lot of hustle, a lot of good intentions and a lot of hustle. She's a lot of hustle. This match showed it. You know, now in this match here, a lot of back and forth, a lot of hustle. Now we got to a moment in the match where Becky Lynch she gives you know, Zoey Stark a forearm shimmer. Zoey Stark goes down. The referee goes, "She's what's going on? What's going on? Oh!" Make sure that his back is turned. Becky Lynch then hits the ropes. She goes and hits the ropes, right where Trish Stratus is standing. And what's Trish Stratus going to do but take full advantage? So she pulls on Becky's leg. Becky takes a face bump. Bloop! Oh, zoinky! After that, Zoey Stark took over for a little bit. You know, what a great run. What a great run. Now, Zoey Stark has this move. Oh, my gosh. You know, she has a couple of, you know, springboard moves where she, you know, hits those ropes and does like a senton. But this one was crazy. She was outside the ring. It's like the AJ Styles, you know, phenomenal forearm. This is a phenomenal drop kick, springboard drop kick. Drop kicks the holy hell out of Becky Lynch. But this match goes on. They go outside. Becky Lynch uses Zoey Stark as a battering ram, throwing her at the barricades. They fight inside again. Now here's the end sequence here. The end sequence was disappointing. I gotta say, disappointing. Now Zoey Stark, she's going for like a go to sleep thing, like a feast your eyes. You know, it's supposed to be a variation of the Z360. It gets the Becky Lynch on her shoulders here, a fireman's carry. Becky Lynch gets off there and gets an O'Connor roll off. And it's O'Connor roll. The roll up is going there, like right close to the ropes. The O'Connor roll is done. It's Becky Lynch on top. The referee goes for a count. 1, 2. Zoey Stark rolls through. Now Zoey Stark's on top. And Zoey Stark is grabbing the ropes there. Referee's going, 1, 2, no! Yeah, I see the ropes there. Not going to happen. Then Becky Lynch rolls through again. And then this is where, Trish Stratus jumps on the ropes there. Up on the apron there. Gets the referee's attention. Referee, stop counting. Stop your counting right this moment. I got some information for you. Referee's like, what's that? It's like the recipe for poutine. It's like, poutine. I always wanted to know what poutine was. Well, I'll tell you. Come here. I'll tell you about everything you need to know about poutine. And charcuterie. So the referee gets distracted. And while that happens, oh my God, Zoey Stark tries to take over. Zoey Stark gets the 360 done on, Becky Lynch. But however, this time I guess Becky Lynch caught the knee before it smashed her in the face. It's so weird, so terrible, but it's just a basic prolonging the ending. She stops the Z360. Zoey Stark goes for a short arm clothesline. She misses Becky Lynch. Becky then charges Trish Stratus, who's standing outside the ring, minding her own business as usual. Like being the goat that she is. And then she drop kicks her. How about that? How rude. Then Zoey Stark gets down behind Becky Lynch before Becky can get fully inside the ring. Schoolgirl, roll up. That's right. The most embarrassing way to lose, the most humiliating way to lose a match is their schoolgirl. They roll up, Xavier Woods, he calls it, the backwoods, which is another meaning for if you lose to this match, you're basically taking it in the rear. It's the most embarrassing way. It's true. But anyways, so we start with the big old victory on, Becky Lynch. It was just a couple of minutes, this match. 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So it was pretty good. Okay, so after that, we go backstage. It is Seth Freakin'Rollins with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn trying to get a game plan together. Kevin Owens like, hey, I got an idea. How would we just start punching faces? Punching people in the face. I think that'll work. I'll punch people in the face. Break people's noses. That's what I'll do. That's right, Bicey. So yeah, there's the game plan. So now with that, we go to in the ring. Now this, I don't know what's going on. Well, actually, I do know what's going on, but it's ridiculous. This is basically a cardboard cutout of what's going on in NXT. Chase University. Meet your doppelganger, I suppose. It's Alpha Academy. And their big ceremony is that, Maxine Dupree will be graduating after learning 2 moves. The arm drag and the snap suplex. So good enough. You graduate. It does not take much to graduate from our school. So Tiffany, this is an interesting part about Maxine Dupree. Now she brings up the past. Now, unlike some wrestlers where there's no real past, it's just now, like in Natalia, But this one here, she talks about the past, what happened, why she's with the Alpha Academy. And she's talking about, the reason why I'm here is because, she wanted Otis. She wanted Otis, part of the Maximum Male Models. She thought nothing of Chad Gable. She thought, in fact, Chad Gable was a troll. A troll! Until she finally got to know Chad Gable. And finally she figured out that he's not just a troll, but he's a good mentor, a good teacher, and by golly, a good friend. You got a friend in me. That's right. And before, then, of course, Chad Gable, 4-point Otis, they break out the brand new Alpha Academy jackets, freshly minted. And they said, this jacket will be the last jacket you'll ever need. And they give one to Maxine Dupree. And while they do that, we got ourselves the Viking Raiders. Hyonk, hyonk, come out there. And it's only, Ivar and Eric out there. And then next one, but Chad Gabler and Otis, like, whoa. They give them their full attention. Whilst behind them, it's Valhalla. And she attacks Maxine Dupree with a single shot to the back of the head. A clubbering forearm to the back of the head. Now, Valhalla, formerly known as Sarah Logan, formerly part of the Riot Squad, one of the most dominant teams in the women's division. And she's been doing nothing. I'm thinking she must have digressed a lot. Sarah Logan has been doing practically nothing for years. She's only been, other than a couple moves here and there, she's been basically doing nothing. She's getting her active. They're getting her active again with, Maxine Dupree. But Maxine needs somebody else, something that would push her to the next level, not at her same level or below her level. She needs someone above her level to push her. But regardless, it's the attack, and it's the attack that matters. And it's Valhalla stealing the jacket. Oh no, it's the jacket's been stolen. And just like an episode of Archie Comics, the story will go on. Viking Raiders stole poor, Maxine Dupree's, Alpha Academy Letterman jacket. What's going to happen? It doesn't matter. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to see probably another 6-person intergender tag match with the, Viking Raiders and Alpha Academy. But yeah, there's going to be more with these two teams. Anyways, moving on next, we got ourselves a little bit of the Shayna Baizler versus Emma. Now, what happened here? Why is this match going on? Why, earlier on in the day, Emma met up with Shayna Baizler backstage and talking about a little bit of the Ronda Rousey. Saying, we got something in common there. Shayna Baizler. When I returned to wrestling, WWE, my return match was against Ronda Rousey. Now we can finish what we started. Shayna's like, what? What did you say? What? Not quite like that, but it's like, you know what? Hey, how about this? Meet me in that ring there, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do to Shayna Baizler. Okay. And she grabbed one of her playing cards and stuffed it into the shirt of Emma for no apparent reason. What's going on there? A little bit inappropriate, maybe? Maybe yes. Maybe no. But the match, however, the match was ridiculous. The match was a minute and a half. It was a fast one that showcased nothing. Emma had a couple of moves, and finishing off with her Emma splash. But really, at least they could have had 5 minutes, maybe Emma getting her head smashed in, Emma not giving up, kicking out of pins, showing her tenacity in the ring, showing her never say die attitude until finally that she cannot take anymore. And the show would showcase, Shana Baizler, her tenacity in the ring, her evil streak, of what she's willing to do in the ring. But no, this match was so short. It's like, just get it over with. Get it over with. So, yeah. Emma with her massive splash on the ropes here. Shana Baizler with the short arm clothesline, turning things around. Putting Emma down, and then stomping her arm on the ground like her old days of NXT. 2 times. And then, with the Carafuna clutch, puts it away for Emma. Carafuna clutch, or AKA the Oscar lock, the original. But, before, Shayna Baizler could sink in that lock even longer, we got ourselves I don't give a damn about my damn education. It's Shayna Baizler coming in, complete with theme music. So she comes in there. Now, at Money in the Bank, they were champions. It was because of the treachery of Ronda Rousey attacking Shayna Baizler, or of the treachery of Shayna Baizler attacking Ronda Rousey in a match. They dropped their titles to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Last week, they had a face-to-face where Shayna Baizler made Ronda Rousey look like a fool, beat her the hell out of her last week. Now this week, some revenge maybe. Ronda Rousey gets in the ring there. And then they fight it out, where Ronda Rousey takes down Shayna Baizler and gets the arm lock, her favorite move, the arm lock. But Shayna Baizler gets out of the ring, sneaks out of the ring there, got out by the skin of her teeth, by the skin of her arms, and then escaped like a thief in the night. So next up, we got ourselves a little bit of Cody Rhodes. Let me tell you something. Let me say something here. What do you want to talk about? That's what I'm saying. What do you want to talk? I'm Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes in the ring there, and basically, Cody Rhodes taking full credit over what's going on in WWE. The crowd, the big crowds, he's taking full credit over that. Now, this is what I love about Cody Rhodes. Now, Cody Rhodes' problem in WWE is going forwards. His momentum is being stagnated going forwards, and what's stagnating his momentum is Brock Lesnar getting in his way, apparently. And he thinks that beating Brock Lesnar is going to be Cody Rhodes' ticket to being number one contender. Now, here's the thing. Cody Rhodes does the perfect, ultimate manipulating thing. He takes the school of John Cena, school of how to manipulate people. So he's saying this. He's taking Brock Lesnar, turning him from a personal thing against him and Brock Lesnar, and making Brock Lesnar, everybody against Brock Lesnar. No, everybody has a Brock Lesnar in their life. It's like, really? It's not making it about himself. You make it, the problem is not about yourself, but about everybody. Bring everybody about the problem. So this is us. This win is about us. That's why I hate Cody Rhodes. How dare you speak for me? How dare you think Brock Lesnar is a metaphor to my personal problems? Brock Lesnar is your problem. Don't make a metaphor to be my problem, So shame, shame, shame on you. So yeah, he calls so everybody has a Brock Lesnar in their life, You may have constipation in your life. That's Brock Lesnar. It wasn't a crazy thing, but anyways, alcoholism. That's your Brock Lesnar. You must beat that to get ahead of him. So it's ridiculous. So anyways, it's basically about SummerSlam. And Cody Rhodes wants to take Brock Lesnar anywhere. But Brock Lesnar's not there in the show today. So next week, it's they're stretching out. It's going to be to SummerSlam. So next week, Cody Rhodes saying, I want to face you face to face. Next week in a ring there. We'll settle this like gentlemen. Like gentlemen. I want to face this like gentlemen. Like gentlemen. I don't want to be Neanderthals. But I will. So basically, if he doesn't show up next week, he's going to start attacking Brock Lesnar like an animal. Maybe. Anyways, after that, we go to our next match. And it is a no DQ match. Protege versus, Protege. It's like the Miz versus Tomasso Ciampa. They were friends at one time, but Tomasso got injured, and for the time that Tomasso Ciampa was injured, why not once did Miz visit Tomasso Ciampa in the hospital? Oh, what a terrible, terrible friend. Tomasso Ciampa's totally hurt over that. Hurt. He thought they were friends. And I know what it's like to think someone's your friend and find out that they're not your friend. It's hurtful. So, Tomasso Ciampa. Now, this match is no DQ. And what is a no DQ match? Take it away, Corey Graves. Why? A no DQ match means there's no disqualification, and you can't pin anybody. You can't submit anybody. Okay. How does this go again? I'm sinking here. KP help. So keep saying, well, these no DQ matches means anything goes. You got to finish a match inside the ring. Right, I'm just turning Australian now. So yeah, no disqualification, anything goes. So yeah, they fight outside the ring. They take full advantage outside the ring. Miz sits down on a nice comfy seat, but however, not comfy for long. He gets kneed in the face. Now Miz also gets treated to the steel chair treatment, gets stuck in his stomach with it, and he gets wrapped his head around the steel chair and thrown into the ring post. He gets the work done into him. It just was a lot of back and forth, but when it came down to it, it was Tomasso Ciampa ruling the match, and then setting up a table inside the ring, and then eventually going to the second rope. They're fighting on the second rope. Tomasso Ciampa gets Miz onto the white noise. What Sheamus does. And then drops Miz through the table. And while, Tomasso Ciampa going for the win, for the pin, the Miz has some company. They both have company, and it's a shape of Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed comes to the ring there, pulls out Tomasso Ciampa from the ring. Now, Bronson Reed's fresh from his little stint with Ricochet and, Shinsuke Nakamura. I guess that was going nowhere, so now he's moving on to his next thing. It's back to where he started. Bronson Reed and The Miz. So Bronson Reed takes out Tomasso Ciampa, squashes him on the ground, and then, with a massive standing elbow drop, crushes Tomasso Ciampa on the soft, squishy padding on top of the pavement. Squashing right on top of the 4 or 5 inch padding on top of the pavement. So, remember, there's pavement in there. And then in that moment, he throws him back into the ring there. Tomasso Ciampa then is looking forward to one thing only, which is the tsunami. The tsunami splash. Bronson Reed climbs to the top rope and squashes Tomasso Ciampa. Now, here's the thing. How far will Bronson Reed go to help out The Miz? Will he help him on top of Tomasso Ciampa? But no. Bronson Reed leaves the ring. The Miz crawls on top of Tomasso Ciampa himself and gets the pin. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Miz wins. Yep, and so what's going on here? Perhaps I can see one last dance. Tomasso Ciampa and The Miz, perhaps at WrestleMania. It's going to be finished it off. They're going to find out exactly what's going to happen, what's happening with The Miz and Bronson Reed. Why they were separated and why they're back together. So yeah, we're going to find out more next week, probably more so. Okay, so now with that, we move on backstage. It is such great interaction. This is between Roxanne Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, your tag team champions. They want to go and be front row to check out the next match. This next match is Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Their match against Team Casey, Kayden Carter and Casey Canizaro. Now, Chelsea Green's like, who lets you come down and watch a match? Is there a manager here? Chelsea Green, she's one of the greatest, I think. She's truly she's a great mind in wrestling. She's got great comedic timing. She's all around, she's a great talent. She's a great personality. She's needed in the women's division to put some, flair into it. Like legitimate flair, not Charlotte flair, but actual personality, pump personality into the women's division. Anyways, while she's talking, we got a little bit of, Rhea Ripley. She's upset with, Liv Morgan and, Roxanne Rodriguez for sticking her nose in Judgment Day's business. But it comes down to this. She says, you know, you stuck your nose in her business 2 times, and they say 3 strikes, you're out. And Chelsea pops in there, and she's like saying, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's 3 strikes, you're out. Basketball. Chelsea Green is amazing. I'm a huge fan of Chelsea Green. I think, I don't know, Chelsea, I think her being stuck with Sonya Deville, I don't know. Is it making Chelsea just look better just by being with Sonya Deville? I don't know. But anyways, Chelsea's saying that after that little quip there, she's saying, after we beat you for the tag team champions, we're going to rule the place. So her, Rhea Ripley, and Sonya Deville, it's hilarious. Rhea gives her sort of a look. It's like, what are you talking about? And then, you know, Sonya Deville and backs up Chelsea Green. Such great banter. God, Chelsea Green's, I'm a big fan. Big fan of Chelsea Green. Her banter is great. Nothing but good things to say about Chelsea. Now, back to what Rhea Ripley and the Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Basically, it's this: we're not afraid of you. We're not afraid. We're going to keep on doing what we're doing. If you're constantly being bully, if you want to be a bully, you got to deal with us. So now we go to our match. This next match is it had a lot of good potential, you know, but it was nonsense. You know, Team Casey, Kayden Carter, Katana Chance, they're a very talented team. They're very talented. They can wrestle. Although they're teeny tiny, they can wrestle. They have great intentions in the ring. It's of course Kayden Carter, Katana Chance, Team Teeny Tiny versus the Entitled. I call them the Entitled. It's Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville. This match was 1.5 minutes. Team Teeny Tiny, they got a couple of you know, tandem moves, kind of silly things going on in the ring there. However, I did not see their patented move. The move where they do, I think, Katana Chance does this leg drop, and Kayden Carter does a leg drop. Katana Chance does this, you know, moonsault. And it didn't do that anymore because last time there was a failure. Oh, it looked terrible. Anyways, we move on. What's happening here? Now, watching the match closely is your tag team champions, of course. They said they were going to be there. It's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, inside the match here, it was interesting. There's one moment I'm thinking, oh, that's bad. That's bad. Where it's Sonya Deville setting up, you know, Kayden Carter in the ring there. It's Sonya Deville tags out, or should I say, you know, Chelsea Green tags in. And she's about to do a wicked move, a slingshot sunset flip on Kayden Carter. Now, Kayden Carter, she should have been holding the ropes, you know, keeping herself balanced, but she lost her balance because Kayden Carter's teeny tiny. And Chelsea Green, she's just much larger than, you know, Kayden Carter. So when she's going for the sunset flip, when she lands on top of her, she's got so much momentum. Kayden Carter couldn't hold her balance. She drops down, and she almost lands, makes what's Chelsea Green land on her head. But Chelsea Green, great competitor. She ends up rolling through anyways and tries to pin Kayden Carter. Now here we go, in the end sequence here. It is Chelsea Green getting her ass handed to her. She gets set up on the shoulders of Kayden Carter. Katana Chance going for a massive enziguri on top of, you know, the whole thing, a top rope enziguri. But here's the thing, Sonya Deville gets interfered. Pulls off Katana Chance. Sonya, actually it's like Chelsea Green pops off of the shoulders, you know, ends up fighting a little bit. Chelsea Green's up falling on the ground. And then, of course, it's the team, Katana Chance, Kayden Carter, do a different move where Katana Chance goes on the shoulder. She goes on the shoulders of Kayden Carter, and then she does this splash. It was this weird. It's this front. It's this you know, reverse. It's an electric chair drop. Mm-hmm. So with that, Sonya Deville breaks the pin. Kayden Carter gets Sonya Deville, and they fight outside there. Sonya Deville kicks Kayden Carter in the face. Kayden Carter goes down there fighting in front of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. I figured Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, they're probably going to do something here. You know, since they hate the Entitled so much, you know, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. But they do nothing. Kayden Carter's kicked to the ground there. Now here's the end sequence was weird. There's this, they try to do rolling pins on each other. Chelsea Green ends up going for a crucifix pin. It starts with a crucifix pin on Katana Chance. She rolls over, and here's the only thing that's really holding Katana Chance at the moment. Katana Chance, and one arm is being held down by Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green throws her legs onto the ropes for extra support, which means nothing because, Kayden, Katana Chance, all she has to do is relax and she'll be out of the pin, really. Nothing's holding her there. Now, Sonya Deville, she holds, Chelsea Green's legs to the ropes, which does nothing. What should have happened was Sonya Deville should have popped her ass onto the ring there, like a la the Usos, and prop Kayden Carter on her shoulders with her feet. That's what should have happened. If you're going to chew it properly, that makes sense. But regardless, Katana Chance, Kayden Carter do lose to the entitled ones, Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, baby. So now with that, we go backstage with Byron Saxton, with Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle. Now, they got this problem with Imperium. They want to take out Imperium because they're like a cancer in the WWE. But next week, Drew McIntyre won't be around. And this is where Matt Riddle has a one-on-one match against Gunther, a non-title match, apparently. And Drew McIntyre's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You know it's going to be a 3-on-1. You'll be outnumbered, you silly twat. Then Riddle's like, oh, no way, dude. I talked to Adam Pearce, dude. Giovanni Vinci and, Ludwig Kaiser are going to be banned from ringside. Gio Vinci, I don't know, you call him something different. Anyways, so they're going to be banned, so it's going to go good. So I'm thinking, Matt Riddle, he's going to win against Gunther next week because there's no belt on the line. No belt on the line. I'm thinking that. I'm assuming so. I could be wrong. So next, our main event match. This is going to be a fun match. It's going to be like a tornado match. This is a 6-man tag team match. This is Seth Rollins with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Versus the Judgment Days. Finn Balor, Damien Priest, and Dominic Mysterio going at it. And one day, perhaps, no, it will never be a belt winner take all in this one here. Oh, who knows? Maybe it could be a winner-take-all in this match. One day it could be winner-take-all. Judgment Day versus Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens. Winner-take-all, perhaps in the future, but not right now. So with Judgment Day is obviously Rhea Ripley, the leader of Judgment Day. Now in a match, this was a lot of fun. Tag ropes, who cares about tag ropes? Don't matter. Judgment Day, they're like Superman, and tag ropes are like kryptonite. It's rarely used. Rarely used at all. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, they're good with the tag ropes, but the referee just does not care. Doesn't warn everybody, you better use those ropes. No tag. It doesn't matter. We had a moment here where, Seth Rollins, he gets duped. And Finn Balor gets a blind tag in, but he's not even using ropes. It's ridiculous, the whole thing. Now, the match goes on, a lot of back and forth, a lot of good stuff here. We had a moment where Kevin Owens is with Damien Priest in the ring there. And then everybody jumps in the ring, they all fight, and they all fight outside the ring there. I saw for them, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Dominic Mysterio, and Finn Balor fight outside. And then Damien Priest joins them. And then Kevin Owens joins them all by giving them massive senton. It's true, or swanton splash, a swanton bomb, just crushing them all outside the ring. It's a lot of fun. Now, even inside the ring, they fight on some more. Damien Priest tries to go for a South of Heaven chokeslam on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins flips on through, counters that move. Now, this gets weird. Now, after that counter, Damien Priest tries to go for a forearm shimmer on Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins moves, but however, somehow, Finn Balor is standing on the ropes there, standing on a apron, leaning against the ropes, in the middle, halfway between the two, halfway between the, in the ring, between the turnbuckles. So Seth Rollins ducks, Damien Priest goes for the elbow, and he almost nails Finn Balor in the head. Then they notice each other. Damien Priest turns around, only get kicked in the face by Seth Rollins. Finn Balor sees him get kicked in the face. Damien Priest falls backwards, knocks off Finn Balor off the ropes. They fight on some more. Damien Priest ends getting pinned. But Finn Balor comes in and breaks the pin off of, breaks Seth Rollins off of Damien Priest. So yeah, a pin break. Then something happened I never thought I'd see happen. Finn Balor grabs the ropes and gets legally tagged back in the ring. Damien Priest tags Finn Balor in with a legal tag. I was shocked. Couldn't happen. Anyways, they fight some more. Seth Rollins ends up tagging out. Tagging, Sami Zayn. So Sami Zayn ends up fighting Finn Balor a little bit. Just clobbering, you finally get him the old Blue Thunder Bomb. Going for the pin after the Blue Thunder Bomb. Now here's the thing. Dominic Mysterio comes in and breaks the pin. Breaks the pin again. Now that's number 2. Theoretically, isn't it? After, you can only break the pin once. After that, it's a disqualification. Right here and there. The Judgement Day loses due to disqualification. You cannot break the pin more than once in a match. But however, it's done. Referee does not care. This match is nonsense. So after that, Seth, Kevin Owens comes in there. KOs Dominic Mysterio. He's out for a little bit. And then Kevin Owens, after that KO, he gets thrown out of the ring by Damien Priest. Apparently he gets thrown out so badly, Kevin Owens gets knocked unconscious. And then Damien Priest, he gets knocked out of the ring too, but thank goodness, nothing's wrong with Damien Priest here. He gets knocked out by Sami Zayn. Now in the ring, Sami Zayn tries to finish off the match, taking Finn Balor, giving him the exploder into the corner, setting him up for his one hell of a kick. That's right, the hula kick. Now as he's setting for the hula kick, Rhea Ripley grabs onto his leg like, no, not today. That's right, just like Gunther. But this time the referee sees, and the referee's like, what you doing? And Saul starts yelling, having a conversation with Rhea Ripley. Rhea, what you doing? It's mommy's business, none of yours. I don't know. So we're talking about recipes for, souffle, whatnot. Anyways, while in the ring there, referees completely talk to Rhea Ripley. Talking about, you look absolutely fantastic. I see what happened earlier where you and Dominic were in the ring. I don't know. They're talking about some nonsense. And then inside the ring goes, Damien Priest. South of Heaven chokeslam onto Sami Zayn. Finn Balor climbs the top rope. Coup de grace. Squashes Sami Zayn. 1, 2, 3. It is over. 13-0 under 13 minutes. It was a lot of fun. This match was a fun match. And that does wrap it up for this episode of Raw. Now for you YouTubers, this is the end of the video. But for the podcasters, you listeners here, stay tuned for after the break. We will be carrying on with some SmackDown. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.